What is Ormus? Does it have a mind-body connection? Can it provide superfruits by providing the right sustenance? Or does it in fact relate to the secret alchemy? Well, that's up for you to decide. This is about looking at how Ormus is produced, the resources that you'll require. So we're just going to walk you through these. First, you'll need some Dead Sea salt. This is a 250 gram bag. About 1.3 litres, 1 litre to 1.3 litres of distilled water or fresh filtered water. A mixing container. This is a glass container. Doesn't really matter, you'll be able to use just about any container. We'll use this so you can see. Sodium hydroxide, which will increase the pH of the water. An old sauce bottle, which the sodium hydroxide is diluted with water at about 10%. A stick mixer for mixing it all together. And finally, a pH meter, where we'll look to raise the pH of the water to approximately 10.7, 10.78. So let's start by having a look at the preparation of Ormus. First, we're going to take the lid off the mixing canister. We're going to add a large teaspoon of Dead Sea salt, as you see here. Add to this approximately 1 litre of fresh filtered water or distilled water.
Pouring some water in.
We're going to mix this now with the stick mixer, just making sure the salts are properly dissolved. Only takes a few seconds to mix dilute the salt in the water. Now we're going to add the pH meter in so you can have a bit of a look at the pH with the salt diluted in the water. And as you see here, it mixes up to about 8.9 to 9 pH. Now slowly we're going to add the diluted sodium hydroxide. This process has a hanging point in pH terms of around that 9.9, but you'll be able to start seeing the Ormus precipitate in the water now as that's being mixed. And we're looking to get this at around 10.7 to 10.8. Just continuing to add small amounts of diluted sodium hydroxide so we get a stable reading at around 10.7. Now I know the stick mixer adds about 0.1 to 0.2 in the pH table, so I wait for it to settle for a moment, and you'll see here that we'll just need to add a little more. And that's about perfect. So you'll notice that it's settled out at 10.7. I'm just going to pull it all out now. And you can see the Ormus coagulating in the water now. And that's it. From here we'll rinse a few times. But we have a little more to show you before we wrap up. Let's pop the lid on it. And this is what's produced from 250 grams of Dead Sea salt, around 2.5 litres. What you can see here is a time lapse over a 7-hour period of the Ormus settling to the bottom. You see it's slowly settling. Once the ormus is settled, we decanter the water off the top and flush 3 times. Repeat that process 3 times. This is a cap full of ormus in a 600 ml bottle of water, which I would usually consume. It produces this white appearance and would normally have a pH reading of around 9.9. Well, thanks for watching. When I first got involved in this, I had a lot of trouble finding Dead Sea salts, so I've made it available through my website for you. You'll find that at takeaction.com.au/Ormus.